in the offseason for you? Are there specific things you did, in training or anything you worked on specifically?
Off season was great. My daughter was born, so that was amazing. Being able to be with her. Me and my wife timed it out pretty good, so she was born February 5th, so had a good, few months with her. So that was amazing. And so it was just a bunch of training and spending time with my daughter.
Eric, you lined up at the start of one of the defensive line drills today on the inside. You had Bosa and I think Ford on the other sides, on the outsides, Kinlaw next to you. It's kind of like a dream package, I would think, if everybody's healthy. Just what's the feeling like with that unit right now, knowing that everybody's kind of getting back healthy this year?
Yeah, super exciting. We have a great unit. Obviously, when everyone's rolling, we're that much stronger. So it's excited to be back out there on the field with them and, get back to playing together and building that camaraderie. I know it's tough, me going through some injuries early in my career, how tough it is to be away from the team and, be on IR and not really feel like you're a part of things. So I'm just excited to have them back out and be around the guys and, continue to build that camaraderie.
David Street just described Kris Kocurek as a teddy bear with spikes. He's like kind of a different personality on the field as you guys do in drills versus in the room. What is that dynamic like?
A teddy bear with spikes? Kocurek is a great coach. I say it all the time. I never met someone who loved coaching D-line as much as him. He really loves it. He's passionate about it. And, you feel that. He pours a lot into it, into the players, into his job. You'll love playing for a guy like that.
At the end of last season, you said you weren't super happy or thrilled with where you played last year. When you reflected on the season, what were the things you saw and what were some of your takeaways that you wanted to work on?
Playing better. It was, I think, a difficult year for everyone. A lot of adversity, I would say, that probably got the best of me. So just working on, my mindset and fine-tuning my skills. I know what I'm capable of. Just got to go out there and do it.
How do you work on something like mindset? What's your approach to that?
You reflect on things. You take a step back, look at how things went, and what you can tweak or change. I think self-reflection and being mindful of not just going through stuff and not really caring, but actually like reflecting on things can change that.
Did becoming a dad have influence on your perspective at all?
Yeah, it's changed my perspective a lot, especially being a girl dad. It's changed my perspective. Love my daughter and love my wife, love my family. So obviously, it's a new element to my life. You guys met me when I was 21 years old. 27, about to be 28 now. So a lot has changed. So it's definitely refreshing and good to be able to go home and just see her do the smallest things, put life into perspective a lot.
How does facing a mobile quarterback in training camp for the first time in a long time help the defense?
It helps. They start doing some, zone read stuff. So we get to, they implemented that with Trey. So we get to practice on that. They hit us on that a couple times. So we'll actually get some looks at it in training camp rather than, it being week 6 and we're playing Kyler Murray and we have to change things to get those looks. So that'll be good for us to get some of those things installed in training camp. How we're going to prepare for that if we do face a mobile guy.
How did the bobblehead thing with the River Cats come about, and what was seeing that like for you?
That was pretty cool. Obviously, everyone knows I'm from Sacramento. River Cats have been a staple in the community for years now, and was able to, do a partnership with them in support of my nonprofit, Armstead Academic Project. And we did a bobblehead night, and unfortunately I wasn't able to be there. Obviously I'm in training camp, but it was cool to see all my family was there, and I think everyone had a lot of fun, and got a cool gift to take home, I guess, if they like my bobblehead.
Your organization will be able to do a lot more now that the vaccine's been out and you can do more in-person things for kids.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm gonna have an announcement in a couple weeks about something we're planning. A little premature now, but I'm really excited about what we're going to be able to do this year to help kids with their education in Sacramento. So can't wait for that.
You live in Sacramento?
Mm-hmm.
Does it mean a lot to you to be a leader in that community?
Yeah, for sure. I think, just how I was raised, and just kind of how I think about life, and think about being impactful, and how I will be remembered when it's all said and done. I want to leave society better than when I was born. So I want to have an impact on society, and that starts home for me. If you feel like if you try to do too much, things can get watered down. So I try to stay concentrated on what I do and where I'm from, and help the people there as much as I can. And I feel like I can have a big impact with what God has blessed me with throughout my life, and it would be a disservice to not use that.
This time last year, you were pretty vocal just about the social injustices that were going around the country. So obviously, you have a lot more on your plate. Football, your daughter. Congrats again, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is your plan this year? Like, are you still going to be vocal about it? Or how's that going to go?
I'm always vocal about stuff I'm passionate about. I'm always also trying to find new ways to have an impact. So, like I was talking to him about self-reflection and seeing how things went. I think what I did last year had a pretty good impact, but I'm always looking for new creative ways to create change. So I'm going to plan some things this year on that front. I've actually been working with some cool companies that I just partner with that are doing some great work in diversity and inclusion, both in the job application space and pay equity space. So I'm excited about that. And we're going to continue to do the work.
Samson is kind of really quickly got a good chemistry going with you all in your group. What have you seen from him so far?
Samson's been great. Obviously him being in the division for a few years now, you've been able to see him when we're playing against him. And so I knew he was going to bring a great element to our D-line, and, it's great playing alongside of him. I think the best thing about us is, we're all different in our own ways, and you got to play against a guy like Samson, then you have to play against a guy like me on the next possession or the next snap. That's difficult. So Samson brings a great element. He's super strong. He's relentless, athletic, and definitely looking forward to playing with him this year and the rest of the guys.
You haven't been in pads yet, but have you noticed Mike McGlinchey's weight gain? And said he did it to add strength and maybe be a little bit more tough. You notice that when you're going against him in practice?
Yeah, for sure. Mike looks great. I think last year, with everything going on, it was difficult for guys to, maybe find that routine or stick to what they've been doing to get ready. And so I think, not just Mike, but everyone having, gyms back open and being able to lift and train and do those type of things that you need to do to get prepared has been great for everyone. And Mike's looked great. He's obviously physically he looks a lot bigger than he is. So I think that's going to help him in the long run.
Last one.
They weren't necessarily comparing Travis to Kyler Murray, but as far as mobile quarterbacks go, Trey's pretty good size. Is there a guy that comes to mind as far as that he's similar to the way either just his build or what he runs?
No one exactly. I mean, when I think of the mobile guys, I mean, Lamar's a different element. Josh Allen, I would say, is more like, you know. I mean, I've seen Trey run over people in college, though, so, you know, who knows? We'll see. But no one in particular. I mean, Trey's his own person. Not going to compare him to anyone. I'm excited to see him play and excited he's on my team.